Asterisk, some people walk into a room and everything seems to slow down simply because of their presence. They do not need spotlights or compliments. They do not demand attention or try to dominate the space. They are simply there, calm, grounded, confident, and quietly magnetic. That kind of allure does not come from appearance. It does not come from status or possessions. It comes from inner energy. It comes from inner strength. In a world where everyone is trying to stand out, trying to be noticed, and trying to be seen, the person who stops trying becomes the most powerful presence of all. True attraction is not created by what you show others. It is created by how people feel when they are around you. People are not drawn to you because you are more beautiful or more impressive. They are drawn to you because with you they feel calmer, safer, and more at ease. Stoic philosophy teaches that lasting attraction does not come from appearance, but from self-mastery. When you develop the ability to remain composed even in difficult situations, you begin to radiate an energy that naturally earns trust and respect. True magnetism is not about controlling how others see you. It is about controlling how you respond to life. When you stay calm in the face of criticism, kind in moments of indifference, and steady even when misunderstood, you develop a form of beauty that time cannot erase. This is the kind of strength that grows deeper with age. This is the kind of presence that cannot be faked. Today we will explore 6 timeless Stoic habits. These are habits that make you magnetic, not because you are trying to be magnetic, but because you are becoming your true self, peaceful, confident, grounded, and strong from within. The first habit is learning to truly listen. In an age where everyone wants to talk, share opinions, and be heard, those who truly listen have become rare, and rarity creates value. Most people listen only so they can respond. While someone is speaking, their mind is already forming a reply. But true listening requires stillness. It requires presence. When you listen fully, you are not only hearing words, you are sensing emotions, you are understanding meaning, you are acknowledging the person behind the voice. When you give someone your full attention, you offer them a powerful gift. You make them feel seen, heard, and respected. Think about how it feels to speak with someone who truly listens. They do not interrupt. They do not rush you. They do not check their phone. They simply stay present. That presence makes people feel safe enough to open up. Silence, when used intentionally, becomes strength. It shows confidence. It shows self-control. You are not silent because you have nothing to say. You are silent because you value understanding more than proving yourself. In a loud world, the person who listens becomes unforgettable. Practice being fully present in conversations. Set aside distractions. Focus on the speaker's eyes, tone, and body language. Listen to understand, not to reply. Also learn to listen to yourself. Spend quiet time noticing your thoughts without judgment. When you understand yourself better, you naturally understand others more deeply. A good listener does not impress people with words. A good listener makes people feel important. That feeling creates powerful magnetism. The second habit is cultivating inner peace. There is a quiet power in someone who remains calm while everything around them feels chaotic. When others panic, they remain steady. When others react emotionally, they respond thoughtfully. This calmness makes people feel safe. Inner peace does not mean life becomes easy. It means your mind no longer becomes a battlefield. You accept that some things are within your control and many things are not. You place your energy only where it matters. When you face stress, pause, breathe. Ask yourself whether this situation is something you can change. If yes, take action. If no, release it. This simple practice builds enormous strength over time. A peaceful person does not need to appear powerful. Their calmness is the proof of their power. They are not shaken by praise or crushed by criticism. They understand that everything is temporary. People naturally gravitate toward those who feel steady, not because they expect solutions, but because they feel relief in their presence. 2. Build inner peace. Spend time in stillness each day. Step away from noise. Let thoughts come and go without chasing them. Over time, the mind becomes quieter. When you carry peace inside, others can sense it without you saying a word. The third habit is speaking with purpose. Some people speak constantly but say very little. Others speak rarely, yet every word carries weight. The difference is intention. Purposeful speech means you do not speak just to fill silence. You speak to add value. You speak to clarify. You speak to uplift. You speak when necessary. You also know when silence is more powerful. When your words are thoughtful, people listen. When your actions match your words, people trust you. Purposeful speakers are not loud, they are sincere. They are not trying to impress, they are trying to be honest. Even more important is how you speak to yourself. If you constantly criticize and insult yourself internally, it shapes your energy. Replace harsh inner dialogue with patient and constructive language. Speak to yourself as you would to someone you care about. When you treat yourself with respect, your words toward others naturally become kinder and more confident. The fourth habit is facing adversity with courage. Everyone experiences pain. Everyone faces setbacks. The difference between ordinary and extraordinary people lies in how they respond. True strength is not revealed when life is easy. It is revealed when life is hard. Resilient people feel pain, but they do not let pain define them. They learn. They adapt. They continue. Hardship becomes a teacher rather than a punishment. Every challenge carries a lesson. When you ask what this experience is teaching you, you shift from victim to student. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is moving forward despite fear. People who have endured difficulties and still remain kind possess a rare form of magnetism. Their presence carries depth. Their eyes carry wisdom. Their calmness reflects inner power. The fifth habit is valuing integrity over approval. Trying to please everyone leads to losing yourself. When you constantly adjust your personality to fit others' expectations, you slowly forget who you are. Integrity means living according to your values, even when it is uncomfortable. It means telling the truth, even when it is inconvenient. It means choosing what is right over what is popular. A person with integrity may not be loved by everyone, but they are respected by many. Respect lasts longer than applause. When you stop chasing approval, you gain freedom. You become steady. You become real. People sense authenticity immediately. They trust those who are consistent. Integrity creates a quiet confidence that cannot be manufactured. The sixth habit is focusing on growth, not perfection. Perfection is an illusion. No human being is flawless. Growth is real. Growth is possible. Magnetic people are not perfect. They are improving. They make mistakes. They learn. They adjust. They keep going. They do not punish themselves for being human. They use failure as feedback. They measure progress by effort, not by comparison. When you focus on becoming slightly better each day, change compounds. Over time, small improvements create massive transformation. Growth-oriented people feel approachable because they are honest about their journey. They do not pretend to have everything figured out. That honesty creates connection. When you practice these 6 habits, listening deeply, cultivating calm, speaking with purpose, embracing adversity, living with integrity, and focusing on growth, you begin to master yourself. Self-mastery is the source of true magnetism. You no longer chase attention. You no longer need to prove anything. Your energy speaks for you. People feel your presence before you say a word. They feel calmer around you. They feel safer around you. They feel respected around you. True magnetism has never been about appearance. It has never been about status. It has never been about impressing others. It has always been about the peace you carry, the discipline you practice, and the honesty you live by. You cannot control outcomes, but you can control effort. You cannot control how others perceive you, but you can control how you show up each day. When you choose growth over perfection, peace over performance, and integrity over approval, you become magnetic naturally. Not because you tried to be, but because you became aligned with your true self.